Good morning. Welcome to my word for the day. I'm Lee Watson here with another good word. Yep. And today is the only day that will ever be today. And so make the best of it. Make this a beautiful day. Sure, there's lots of challenges. This world is full of challenges, but it's up to us, every one of us who's a forward thinking person, uh, to make the world a little bit better in some way. Okay, with that said, I want to thank the Virtues Project. They are responsible for these virtues cards that I read. All good words, just good words. Yesterday or 2 days ago I read the courtesy card, and there's grace and dignity and wisdom and fairness and gosh, humility, strength, trustworthiness, all kinds of good words in here. And I picked one of these cards randomly this morning out of the remainder of my deck for this year, which isn't much. And the word is detachment. It's not a word that I think of all the time. Maybe you don't either, but it's a really important concept, this detachment. And there's a little bit of letting go. We get so caught up in doing everything and controlling everything. Listen to what the Virtues Project has to say about detachment. Detachment is experiencing our feelings without allowing them to control us. We step back and look at things objectively. Good thing to do. We let go and accept what we cannot change. That's a biggie. Sometimes we get all tied up and changing things that we can't change anyway. Let go. Accept those things that you can't change. We detach from others' choices, knowing that their spiritual work is not ours to do. Yeah. Detachment looks like letting people make their own spiritual choices in their work. We choose how we will act rather than just reacting. Oh, that's such a challenge. So often we are a little bit high strung, and instead of choosing how we respond to a situation, we just react. That we could do better. Let's just leave it at that. We step away from harmful cravings. Detachment is a deep breath of peace and patience in response to unexpected anger, which happens. Have you driven on the expressways lately? Let go of that. I have a habit when I'm driving in city traffic. We're just outside of Chicago, and somebody does something really stupid. I think to myself, that person is probably trying to get to the hospital to see their loved one who's sick or whatever. If we give them the benefit of the doubt, just let it go, because it's not going to help either one of us. The person who made the offense or me, it's not going to help either one of us to get angry about it. It doesn't help. Okay, we can listen without losing ourselves. And that requires a little bit of thought. When we listen to something, maybe we don't like it, think about it before we react and respond in an appropriate manner. With detachment, we see our mistakes honestly, make amends, and start afresh. Good idea. Detachment allows us to be in the world, but not of it. It frees us to lead our lives with grace. Great word here today, detachment. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to try to practice detachment today. I hope you do too. Okay, so I want to thank our sponsors, of course. I want to thank all the people who watch this show, whether it's live or recorded. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you're learning along with me. These words that I talk about, like detachment, are just good words that we can fit into our lives in a way that makes us better people and makes the world a better place. And I hope that's something that's of interest to you. It certainly is of interest to me. Okay, moving right along. For those of you just joining us, the word today is detachment. Okay, there's a quote on the back of this card from Tolbert McCarroll. The quote is, "You always have the choice to take all things evenly, to hold on to nothing, to receive each irritation as if you had only 15 minutes to live." That's an interesting thought. Imagine how you would respond to something that's irritating to you, knowing that you only had 15 minutes to live. Maybe you detach from that thing, let it go, move on. You've only got 15 minutes. It's an interesting way to look at it. Okay, so what does the practice of detachment look like? I recognize my feelings without letting them control me. Yeah, we're paying attention, we're thinking, we're being open-minded, we're noticing that our feelings don't need to control us. I resist interfering with others' spiritual lessons. We all have lessons to learn, and we don't want to interfere with somebody else's path and journey on their way to the success in life that they're looking for. Let's resist interfering. I choose to act instead of react. I think of it as responding instead of reacting. We choose that if we're thinking. I free myself from impulses and cravings. That's a good one for all of us right away. Impulses and cravings usually are driven by something that maybe we're not thinking about. I haven't eaten, and I just have this craving for something that I know is not very good for me. Resist that. Think about what's really going on and respond appropriately. I listen in order to understand. And that's kind of at the core of all of this. When we're listening, when we're paying attention, when we're using our brains, we can understand things before we respond to them. I have the humility to amend my mistakes. Humility is a tough one. It's a great virtue. Humility means that we step back and we realize that we are not the center of the universe. We make mistakes and we fix them as often as we can. I lead my life as my soul chooses. For me, when I wake up in the morning, I wake up with gratitude. I'm thankful for God and my wife and for all the wonderful things around me, the warm house and bed. And I don't have big concerns about fire and drought and earthquakes and all sorts of natural disasters and unnatural disasters like war. I don't have those concerns, which means I have the opportunity to detach from those things and to live a peaceful, joyful, loving, caring, detached life. So I'm thankful for the gift of detachment. It lifts me up. Yes, it does. It lifts me up every day, knowing that if I'm actually a thinking person and I'm paying attention and using this idea of detachment, good things are going to happen. Okay, well, that's our word for today, detachment. Thank you for listening. Thank you for giving me those little thumbs ups and hearts and shares and all those good things that say, hey, yeah, that means something to me to hear this word, and I'm learning. So thank you for that. I learn every time I do one of these words. I hope you do too. And yes, I am so thankful for you. Okay, do something nice for somebody else today. Do something really nice for a whole bunch of people if you have the resources. I know some of you do, and you do that, which is really great. Let's be the light today. Let's be that source of hope and love and peace and joy and cooperation and detachment and all the other good things that you can be today. Be that light for somebody else. Help somebody in some way. Well, again, I thank you for being here. If you're interested in talking to me more, you can book a free call at businessbeyondnumbers.com/contact. Easy enough. I'd be happy to talk to you about anything, anything at all, both virtues related or business related or whatever else you want to talk about. It's completely free. You just click on the calendar and choose a day and time and 15-minute call. Okay, that's all for today. I will talk to you in a couple of days. Thank you. Bye-bye.